You know that quiet, almost imperceptible force inside some people, the one that pulls them out of bed before sunrise, nudges them toward goals that seem impossibly far away, and keeps them planning, calculating, and preparing even when the world around them sleeps. That force, relentless yet disciplined, is the heartbeat of a young Capricorn. From the very beginning, life doesn't hand them an easy path. There are no shortcuts, no simple victories, and no convenient handholds. And yet, strangely, they thrive in this crucible. For a Capricorn, struggle is not something to avoid. It is the raw material from which greatness is forged, tempered, and shaped. Even as children, Capricorns show a seriousness that seems almost alien among their peers. While other kids lose themselves in games, in idle chatter, in fleeting joys that evaporate as quickly as they appear, a young Capricorn is observing, calculating, imagining a version of themselves that exists years into the future. There is a precision in the way they approach the world, a methodical, thoughtful quality that belies their age, as if they are carrying decades of wisdom in their gaze. Some adults notice it and are struck by it, sometimes unnerved. Why does this child seem older than their years? Why does ambition whisper in their every step, even when they are barely 10, barely 12, barely on the cusp of adolescence? School becomes the first proving ground, the first arena in which a young Capricorn learns the delicate art of self-discipline. While their peers stumble through adolescence, distracted by whims, fancies, or fleeting interests, the Capricorn approaches each assignment with purpose, each project as a stepping stone toward mastery. Homework is not a chore. It is a practice in excellence. A grade is not just a letter or a number. It is a reflection of their potential realized, a measure of how closely they align with the person they know they meant to become. And yet, their ambition is tempered with humility. They are not boastful, not showy. They quietly set goals, chase them relentlessly, and measure themselves against standards far higher than those set by teachers, parents, or peers. But the path is never smooth. Young Capricorns understand the weight of expectations, the pressure of invisible standards, both internal and external. Parents, society, and the Capricorn themselves all press down like a tide that never relents. And there are moments, rare but piercing, when loneliness creeps in. They watch classmates laughing without care, seemingly untethered from responsibility, and for a brief, sharp moment, envy strikes. But then the inner voice returns, steady and unshakable. Short-term pleasure is a mirage. Discipline now, freedom later. Endure now, triumph forever. That mantra becomes the backbone of their youth, the silent engine that drives every decision, every step, every choice, and every sacrifice. Friendship in youth is a landscape of careful discernment. Capricorns are selective, not because they are cold, but because their energy and time are precious resources. Their circle is small but intensely loyal. Those who earn a place in their lives discover companions who stand unwavering through challenges, whose loyalty runs deep and silent, unshakable, almost sacred. Those who fail to meet Capricorn standards drift away quietly, unnoticed, as if they were never meant to be part of this journey at all. It is not cruelty, it is focus. It is a young Capricorn learning to spend their energy only on what truly matters. Love in youth is approached with a similar deliberate caution. The young Capricorn does not dive into infatuation without consideration. Romance is a careful study, a series of observations and assessments, timing, compatibility, potential for growth. Heartbreaks are absorbed as lessons, not deterrents. Each emotional trial becomes data, fuel for patience, resilience, and the wisdom that will define later years. And when they commit, when they finally allow themselves to open their hearts fully, it is with a steadfastness that can both comfort and overwhelm, a quiet intensity that mirrors their approach to every other facet of life. Academically and professionally, the young Capricorn is tireless. Every assignment, every project, every extracurricular pursuit is treated as a step toward mastery. Late nights and early mornings become routine. Weekends are rarely idle. To outsiders, it may appear obsessive, even extreme. But to a Capricorn, this is not sacrifice. It is investment. Every hour, every ounce of effort, every moment of focus is being funneled into a future they already envision in vivid, meticulous detail. They understand the invisible rewards of patience and the quiet power of persistence, and they pursue these rewards without hesitation. Yet, no journey is free from failure, and the young Capricorn meets setbacks with a unique blend of pragmatism and resilience. A failed project, a harsh critique, a missed opportunity, each becomes a lesson, a stepping stone, a brick in the foundation of character. They rise, adjust, and try again, and in the process, they forge the strength, discipline, and self-mastery that will define their adult years. These early trials, though sometimes painful, are the crucible in which a Capricorn's moral and emotional fiber is forged. Family dynamics further shape this journey. Capricorns often feel the tension between loyalty to their elders and the need to define themselves independently. They carry the weight of expectation while simultaneously striving to carve out their own path. This tension fuels their inner drive, pushing them to prove not only to the world but to themselves that they are capable of exceeding every expectation. They learn early on that the greatest triumphs are often achieved quietly, without fanfare, and that personal discipline is the most reliable foundation for future success. Creativity in youth may not be flashy, may not be loud, but it is deeply present, quietly woven into their approach to the world. Challenges are treated like puzzles to be solved. Problems are approached like intricate designs. Ideas are seeds that require careful cultivation and strategic planning. This structured creativity may not always be recognized by others, but it allows a Capricorn to build lasting solutions, achieve enduring results, and distinguish themselves in ways that are subtle yet profoundly impactful. As they navigate these formative years, Capricorns develop a deep understanding of time and foresight. Life is not a series of impulsive decisions. It is a continuum, and every action, every choice, every sacrifice is a brushstroke on the canvas of their existence. Patience becomes a learned virtue. Delayed gratification is no longer abstract. It becomes a way of life. They understand intuitively that success is rarely instantaneous and that long-term vision, coupled with steady, consistent effort, is what produces enduring results. Solitude becomes both a companion and a teacher. Even when they are misunderstood, when peers fail to understand the weight of their focus and ambition, Capricorns find clarity in quiet reflection. Through these moments of isolation, they develop empathy, sharpen observation, and refine the art of self-mastery. They measure progress internally rather than externally, finding satisfaction not in applause but in personal growth, not in recognition but in the steady advancement toward the life they have envisioned for themselves. Victories, though often quiet, are savored deeply. Completing a difficult project, receiving recognition from a mentor, reaching a personal milestone. Each success reinforces the young Capricorn's understanding that hard work, patience, and dedication are never wasted. They learn that true success is measured not by immediate rewards but by lasting achievement and the inner sense of accomplishment that comes from knowing they have done their best. Even as they pursue their ambitions with relentless focus, Capricorns also crave moments of freedom, spontaneity, and joy. They steal time for midnight walks, unplanned trips, and small rebellions against routine, knowing that life without these moments would be hollow. These fleeting experiences provide rhythm, contrast, and balance, enriching their disciplined lives and nurturing the human spirit within them. By the close of their youth, Capricorns emerge tempered yet ambitious, disciplined yet capable of joy, strategic yet adaptable. They have faced loneliness, pressure, failure, and triumph. They have learned patience, planning, and the delicate art of balancing personal ambition with reality. Every experience, whether exhilarating or painful, has contributed to shaping a Capricorn into a person of resilience, vision, and enduring strength. The youth of a Capricorn is a symphony of discipline, ambition, and silent resilience. It is a journey defined not by reckless adventure but by deliberate growth, quiet victories, and lessons absorbed in both success and failure. It is a period in which the foundation for a lifetime of accomplishment is laid brick by brick, hour by hour, moment by moment. By the time adulthood arrives, the Capricorn carries within them the lessons of their formative years, a blueprint for enduring success, and a vision of the future they have worked tirelessly to realize. To those who observe closely, the early life of a Capricorn is extraordinary. Not in a way that demands attention, not in a way that shouts for recognition, but in a way that quietly commands respect. It is a story of relentless focus, careful planning, measured ambition, and unwavering dedication. A story that forms the backbone of a life characterized by achievement, wisdom, and mastery. It is a story that reminds us that greatness is not born of luck, whim, or fleeting inspiration, but of patience, perseverance, and the unyielding courage to pursue one's goals with integrity and unwavering resolve.